Okay, here we go. Ta-da! We are at Twilight in Kalama, Washington, home of the Spartan Fork stand-in film location. This is my airbnb right here. It is a Twilight-themed museum. This is a truck I just got. This all happened within basically a 3-day period. I looked at it on Tuesday, picked it up on Wednesday, had to do a bunch of brush work right there to get it into my yard, but I happen to have a terrace place to put that. Got a railroad tie, got some outdoor lights, some floodlights to light it up. And now Kalama has a Twilight Bella C10 step side in the original color, although the hood must have got munched or something because it is aqua. But I don't care about that for right now. We're going to hopefully get some community to help restore this to pristine. It has no brakes. It has just a transmission and a rear end, and it's a rust bucket. But that's okay. I think Kalama will probably come together and we'll get some people that will, obviously assist in restoring this. It could be like in the parades. Obviously during the Kalama Twilight days, the teacher Melissa and principal Jennifer put on up at the school is part of it. We have the port of Kalama down here, which is beautiful. The new side with sidewalks, exercise, beautiful board or asphalt walk with 3 McMinimans restaurants. It's amazing. And then we also have the Timber Mountain Market. So that's the new shopping hub. Cruise ships come in and they check it out. But we also want to add in the old town of Kalama because it really is like this kind of time that, a time that has been forgotten in American past. There's some modern stuff, but there's a lot of stuff that it's mostly from the 60s. There's maybe like a modern Chevron. My buddy Jim Henderson owns that. And then, what else is new down there? Pretty much nothing is new down there. The Chinook restaurant, we have a bunch of restaurants. We got Willie Dick's, which is a newer restaurant. We got a new Minute Mart kind of shopping mall coming in. These are all old houses. It's very beachy out this way. You can swim in the Columbia River, be safe. Life preservers, it does drop off. And so don't go way out there if you go swimming in the river this summer. Kids, parents, everybody, be cognizant. Do not take your eyes off your kids going out and getting down in that river because it is very dangerous. But it does have a shelf fairly far out, but you could basically have a problem. So the cool thing is there's 2 benches across the street where you can just sit and enjoy it. They're not typically utilized a great deal. When people walk up the hill, there's some benches that you can sit on. It's a huff and puff. It's a grind for sure. But I'm glad that we got this up in 3 days because I really wanted this to be the centerpiece. The price was right. Carlos from an Alexis, a tenant of mine, kindly got me a tire and fixed my rim on this. It was a flat. And they're going to put a new set of wheels on it. So Northwest Tire in Kelso, Washington. If you have a breakdown, definitely do that. I'm going to hit up some other people to get a yard sign, some friends that want to get involved and contribute, help save costs. Obviously, I've been putting a lot of money into getting this going. So we got the Bella room up there above the truck. You can see the back window there. That's Bella room. That looks right out to the high school. Out of the bed, right out of your bed. You're laying in bed, you open the curtains, you lay back in bed, and you're looking at Forks High School, the film location of the Twilight Saga. Twilight is a touchstone film. For me, it was Star Wars, Indiana Jones, stuff like that, 59-year-old guy. But my kids were really into Twilight. I mean, super into it. And so they're Twihards, Twilighters, whatever you want to call it. And so I went up to Forks last weekend, saw the truck, everybody was just congregated around that. My next move might be to get a Forks police car to put up here because most of the filming was done around here. There was no filming actually in Forks, although the setting in the Stephanie Meyer's iconic book was Forks, Washington. It is the premier place to go and vibe out with Twilight. But the good news is is that we want to work together synergistically with St. Helens, Oregon, where there was a lot of stuff filmed, Portland, Oregon, Kalama, Washington, and Forks, and work collaboratively to, have a series of stops. So we're kind of a hub because we're an hour away from everything. So we're actually the closest location to all the actual film locations, centrally speaking. Then out in Oregon, it's about 2 hours to the Indian Beach at Ecola, and then you can get to the boat scene where the vampire werewolf or vampire scene was, with the bad vampires that attacked our family friend down there at the boathouse. So that's 35 minutes away. Colin House is about 50 minutes away. St. Helens, Oregon is about 60 minutes. You can do all the Bella Swan House, iconic Bella Swan House. It's booked out, but this one's going to be open, so we're going to maybe take a little fluff with them and work collaboratively. Everything I like to do is collaborative. It is not like about me, it's about like you, the people that love Twilight, and about like honoring the saga, because there is touchstone things. There's like the Rolling Stones, the Beatlemania, Rolling Stones. You have Nirvana and all the grunge bands in the 90s, Soundgarden, Pearl Jam. You have the 80s new wave before that melded into it. You got the butt rock. Everybody has a thing. In film location, tracking is a really fun thing to do. So I'm super, super stoked about this. This was like, I did not expect this to happen. So I feel very blessed that everything fell into place. And we got this, and I got the lighting done tonight. Got it rolled in with neighbor Lou. He's now named Lou for right now. He helped muscle it in with me because there is no brakes, there is nothing. It's totally free range, and this is High School Hill. So High School Hill has a super steep grade, which continues in my yard, but it helped because I put it up at the top and kind of Fred Flintstone it down to where it's now sitting. And it was a little bit of work. We took out a rose bush. Got rid of some holly, cut down some stuff, so everybody can get like a nice picture photo op here of the high school, the church, and everything, and especially from that corner over there. And I'm going to turn the camera around to just show you what we're doing. Those benches down there, that's it. And then this is Twilight and Kalama. This is what it looks like in the evening. It's beautiful. It's like a beach town. It rains during the winter prolifically. But that being said, it is beautiful. It's what gives us a lushness out here. So, true four-season state, very temperate. The American Indians, when they were out here, Jacob's crew, loved it out here. Lots of wild game, berries, everything grows year-round. It doesn't we rarely have epic snowstorms. We've had a week of being locked down on this hill with ice and stuff, but generally speaking, it's all good. And so when you come out here, it's not like you're gonna, if you run cold, you're gonna definitely want to bring some rain jackets, some boots for the beach so you don't get sand, some wader type boots or something that's not going to allow sand in. So I'd say bring rubber boots for that aspect so you can keep the sand out of your world, and beach blankets, stuff like that. If you're camping out here, obviously great campgrounds. This is just tremendous. So just super cool neighborhood here. Twilight House, Museum, Airbnb, Kalama. Twilight, Kalama, Airbnb, Museum right behind us. And this is actually in the film. It was shot down from up at the school, which is right there. And Bella was looking down at that telephone. You'll see that one telephone next to the arch. She was in that, and my house was in that. So yes, it is a Twilight house, albeit blurry. Focused in on her face. It was still super, super awesome to just be a part of the saga. Really glad I got this house. It has a beautiful patio on the front. It's all lit up, and it's just a great place to chill, have a glass of wine, have a soft drink, have a mocktail, have a cocktail. Play it safe, don't get super hammered. You can walk all to downtown, 3 minutes away. You can walk over to McMinim's in about 7 minutes to 9 minutes, depending on foot speed. We got like the laundromat deli. We got like the antique deli, one of my favorites. And there's just so much stuff to do here. It's amazing. And then you're in Portland with the whole dining scene and the Vancouver, Washington waterfront scene. So that's a brand new, stellar, get out of your mind and go walk that waterfront down there as well. There's just so much. You got Fort Vancouver, Lewis and Clark, a replica fort down there. It's just spectacular. So the Northwest is beautiful. Twilight Saga rules.